Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Light00 Angel, and today we are going to be playing some more The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. All right. So when we last left off, we were just dealing with Knuckles, and so I believe we're probably gonna be dealing with Vector. That's what it kind of seems like. But you know, no better way than to just get right into it. So let's go ahead and proceed where we left off right now. So more information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your store, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Wonderful. Yep. Fair enough. The library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Wonderful. Awesome. So give whoever KO'd, whoever knocked out Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. We're Butler, okay? I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Oh, don't we all? Don't we all? Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Light. Let's head to the library. On it. This is the way. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Chili dogs. Light! Come in. Ready to mosey down to the next cart? You got it, partner. Onwards! Onwards and forwards and marching and stuff. Oh, look at the little chow hanging there. That's cute. This is nice chill vibes right now. It really is nice chill vibes. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Okay, cool. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you. Vector. Oh yeah, this is Espio, yeah. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads yet? Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl? Yes, we do. We're like no closer to finding out who murdered the hedgehog. Ah, she knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. Yep. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Oh, really? Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? She has the birthday key. The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. She is very thorough, I would say. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, let's see here. I'm here to ask if anyone's hungry. I'm just making sure things go well. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Ugh, forgot about that little anecdote, huh? Well, I mean, besides that, you know, the stabs, okay? Besides murder. My social skills, non-existent. Pretty much same. Pretty much the same, okay? I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. I'm just not gonna. And I'm Espio, the poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from the poet to reader, meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prowess. Prose. How do you say that word? Editing Light, go ahead and just, you know, insert how to say the word now, please. Can I hear some? Yeah, sure. Sure, his face, look at his face! Oh my gosh! He was caught off guard. He didn't expect to, you know, actually have to do poetry. Oh, okay. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. This is the face of someone who's unfazed and unimpressed. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. Oh, that's great. That is wonderful. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Light and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Yeah, what were you doing at the time of the murder? Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car. Okay, so this is where we started, I believe. This is where the murder happened. This was the closest person to the murder. So it's basically like a huge, it's a train. It's a train. It's a train. I'm so dumb. Anyways. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So Espio and Vector were in the library. Cool. And so the next one will be the gals. All right. So when we were all sent off, yep, they passed through the library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. Yep. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. All right, that checks out. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then, okay, so this is all happening in... I didn't realize that they're moving all these things. Then she went to search the saloon car, okay? She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way," at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. So Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. Yeah. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up on Super Monkey Ball. Yep. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. Oh, it has to be Shadow. It has to be Shadow, right? That's like, it's either Shadow or Rouge, right? Because Blaze didn't go through, right? Right? It has to be Shadow or Rouge, I feel like. It really does. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. Okay, yeah, makes sense. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. Okay. So they were stuck in those cars. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. Wait, how did Sonic get all the way over there then? How did Sonic get all the way over there? And yeah, that's all that happened. Cool. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. No one saw Sonic? No one saw Sonic come through any of the cars? Finger guns. Anyways, if you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. Finger guns. I'll chop it up with my finger guns. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Their alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. Okay. Or disproves any evidence that, or disproves their disproves their alibi. I cannot talk today. All right, we need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Wonderful. Hang in there. I love it. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Okay, cool. Wow, I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into the poster. They're really... Yeah, you're right. I'm right. Oh, big bunny. Big bunny. All right. There does seem to be quite a bit of mess thrown about because of the train car. So many books on ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. He does. And that's why we love Tails. Oh, brochures.
He does. And that's why we love Tails.
It's just a brochure, man. It's just a brochure. You don't have to be so excited. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Light, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Okay, cool. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's a stalactites. Stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness of caves. I don't have a fondness for caves, but do you have a fondness for chili dogs? Oh yeah, what about that hand? Oh, poor thing, that arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all of this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. All right, cool. So not important. Trash can! Oh my gosh, trash can! It has to be in here. Something's always hiding in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah, I really thought there'd be something there. Light, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? Yes, I am. No, I'm all right. I'm sure there will be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it. Light, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Yeah. It reminds me of Honkai Star Rail. I love this game! And I love trash cans. You should definitely go play it sometime. All right, let's see here. A table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a sec. These chairs are very comfy, so plush, puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Light, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, I'd have 2 rings. which is odd that it happened twice. All right. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops, and the food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, and if you've ever been there. I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. Nice. I like a good sandwich, you know. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Yeah. I mean, that do be the case when you're a hero. I don't want to ask questions to them just yet. All right, so there's a bookshelf here. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. We just sat at a table, though. Resting, right? So we obviously had time to rest. For a bit. I mean, he's gonna stay murdered for a while, okay? When someone gets murked, you know, it's not like things, you know, and it's a train. No one's about to jump off of a train anytime soon. Anyways, all right, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitingly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of it. Mirage Express Manual is added to your inventory. Wonderful. All right, what about this book? I think that's pretty much it. This book is like the last thing. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. I think that's pretty much it, but he would tell us if that was it, right? Maybe we should go ask him. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. Okay, got it. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer, though. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Me neither. Let's see here. Can I take your order? Oh, yes, please. I'm starved. Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important. Oh. Hey, can I take your order? Actually, yes. Actually, I'm too busy right now. Go ask some other butler. Then why would you show me the menu? Show the menu to me. Come on, Light. Why would you tease him like that? And here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me. Look, Light, you've made a fool of him. Come on, Light, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah. I smooth things over, but at what cost? I'm a fool. I wear a jester's hat because I'm such a fool. I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before. Oh wait, I already did. Yeah, I already did that. And I already took his order, so I'm good. Espio, fancy a poem? Can I get the poem about space? How about a poem about trains? I like trains. A poem about trains is actually fitting. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion.
Why?
Thanks. I actually really like that one.
What? Tails, why would you like that? That was not a good poem at all.
Should we do it to him, boys? Yeah, we go. I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbling tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs sunny. Oh wow, we don't serve any eggs on the train though. My talent is wasted on you lot. That's good. Oh, his face during that point in time though. Fancy a poem. What'll it be? A poem about space. I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? No, he hasn't. Is there something I missed? Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Cool. That was the last clue. I think maybe the order in which we do the interrogation may be important. I think we should interrogate Vector first because he was the one that actually left the cart. And then we should do Espio. Actually, Espio first because Espio was alone in the cart for an unspecified amount of time, I believe. When Vector left, there could have been a point in time where he was alone by himself. And Espio does have the ability to go invisible too. So he could have left unbeknownst to anyone and came back. So Espio could be the murderer. We don't know. All right. He is a prime person of interest. Fancy a poem? I fancy an interrogation. So the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't believe either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Light and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. That is true. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. Valid. Look at his face. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. This is true. He was with Knuckles pretty much the entire time he was there. And Knuckles didn't let us know that he went elsewhere besides the saloon car. So we have no reason to suspect that he did leave the saloon car into the other car at any point in time. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Oh, that's a thinking face. He's thinking of something. Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? Oh, Espio, I'm sure you don't read that kind of stuff, but I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that people read about you. If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what book it might be. Light, could you help me? Could you help me out? All right, Light, what book do you think Espio may have been reading? It must have been the Mirage Express manual. Yeah. A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Think! Alright, cool.
Oh no. Alright, we're good.
Ooh, nice! We got it! First try! First try! There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. Yeah. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back into the incorrect space. Okay. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can't handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. That is true. This is just your sign to go out there and make some friends, okay? That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Light, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove you read it. Nice. Which page should I quiz him on? It doesn't make sense for him to read too far into the book. So maybe a book from the beginning. So page 14. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. That's true. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety. Okay. Seems like Espio aced that question. Light, hit him with another one. Okay, which page should I choose? Page 89. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over the age of 65. Old people do be making rules about stuff. Just look at our government. Anyways, last one, Light. Let's see if Espio can be 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? Let's do 56. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? No. Should I? I'm going to. No. I hate to say it, but no. Haha, just goofing, you passed. I completed your test with these. All my efforts were only to please, but you joked and javed. Said no to my face. Now I wish you were riddled with fleas. Did you just rhyme a curse to me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was funny. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? This is true. This is very true. You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading. Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Light? He always puts me on the spot. You always put me on the spot. But I think I know what he's getting at. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading, but what? Oh yeah, Shadow. Shadow and Rouge. Shadow's lock? Please pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Light. Let's get our argument together. All right, let's go.
Time to think. Alright, oh. Oh, alright, awesome. This platforming is a little difficult. Oh, there we go. Wonderful.
Nice. That was good. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car. Yeah, that's true. Where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score for very long. Crocs are natural gamers. Hehehe. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. Oh. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. This is true. I mean, it was a simple slip up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Yeah, that is a little suspicious. Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning to the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? Oh, like I said, I knew it. But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Light. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did somehow vanish? Somehow vanished, like I said. What should I do? Join Tails or defend Espio? This is suspicious, all right? I don't know what to choose here, because if I join Tails and I'm wrong, that could break the trust between us, and I may need to backtrack later on. But if I defend Espio, it breaks my compatibility with Tails. But honestly, I get where Tails is coming from. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's on to something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning. And Light, my favorite and beloved employee, please protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. Oh my gosh. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Where they were sitting. The library map. Boom. All right, now let's get our thoughts in order. All right, let's go. Train of thought time.
Alright, oh, this is getting a little hard. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful.
We got 83. 83. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from each other. Yep. And a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen each other. Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him? Right here. Interesting, that's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot because a bookcase was in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you were never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him. That makes sense. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all of our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give him heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for the both of you. A murderer is on the loose while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock. Tick tick tock goes the clock while our heroes are in the caboose. Okay, that's not a good one. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Light. Let's see what's next. Coming. Yep. Do we get any other dialogue? May the breeze drift you towards success. One sentence poem for you. Are italics enough to qualify as a poem? Yeah, true. Bring me any meat to slice up. No, I'm not sure we will actually. Your loss. Fun. All right. Well, that'll end it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We will definitely be going ahead and continuing the series, so I'll see you in the next one, all right? Laters. Hey, it's post-editing Light here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and smack that like button and leave a comment letting me know what I should play next, as I'm almost nearing the end of the series. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, definitely think about subscribing, but I'll catch you in the next one. Laters.